Okay, we give thanks for another day. Okay, wanted to get started now. Give thanks for another day, another opportunity to come together to greet one another in peace and stillness of mind, stillness of heart. Give thanks for another opportunity to live, to grow, to expand, and continue to improve. All right, at this time, we're going to go ahead and get started. Those that will come in, the passcode is on the flyer. So when you come in, mute yourself and begin to pray. We come before the Father of all, come before the Creator, Olodumare, Yahweh, many names, many faces. You have revealed yourself to people all over the world. You have children all over the world, all throughout the universe and beyond. We want to come this day first to give thanks, giving honor to God, giving honor to those who've come before us, our Egungun, our ancestors, our those who paved the way for us very well. We give thanks for you. We give thanks for our parents. We give thanks for our forefathers and foremothers, those that endured hardship so that we will remain, those that endure hardship so that we could thrive and survive and continue to live and build and move forward and progress as families, as individuals, as communities. We give thanks. We give thanks for having the technology to communicate, having the technology to fellowship, having the technology to come together. We give thanks for the light that shines down upon us. We give thanks for the light of goodness that fills our hearts, our spirits, our mind, our consciousness very well. We give thanks for another day. As the sun begins to set, let not the sun set on our anger, on any sadness or any dejection, any hurt, any pain. Let it be healed in this day before the sun sets. Let our hearts not be troubled. Let our minds be clear. Let our spirit, our consciousness continue to be clear, continue to be pure. Let us journey along the pathway of purity. Let us journey along the pathway of truth, along the pathway of understanding, along the pathway of wisdom. Pour out your goodness, pour out your sweetness, pour out your light, pour out your truth upon us very well. Pour out your truth and goodness and stillness and calmness upon our Omo, our children, the generation that is here, those that are to come beyond them. Let us be able to plan, prepare for many generations beyond ourselves. Teach us how to plan and prepare for 7 generations beyond ourselves so that we may have stability in our family unit, have stability for our children, have stability for our community as we go forward, so that they may be able to have a healthy environment, so that they may not, so that they may have healthy food to eat, healthy and clean water to drink. Let us work while it is day. Let us work while it is day and pursue that level of divine righteousness that we're being called to attain. Let us walk in the pathway of clarity. Let us walk in the pathway of truth. Let us walk in the pathway of light, so that there may be a clean heart, clean spirit, renewed and remade within us. Guide us well so that we may learn well. Guide us well so that we may know well, so that we may grow well, so that we may develop well. Let us develop very well in goodness and sweetness and light and joy and strength and truth and understanding. Let us move well in wisdom. Let us seek the wisdom of the Creator. Let us seek the wisdom of God. Let us seek the wisdom that is beyond our comprehension. Let us seek the wisdom that will assist us in securing stable households, stable employment, stable production. Let us be able to produce well. Let our creativity not wane. Let our creativity not falter. Let us be able to pull things together. Let us be able to support one another very well. Let us minister one another. Let us care for one another. Let us pray for one another. Let us support one another. Let us have the wherewithal, the clarity, and the strength of mind, strength of heart, and purity of spirit to be able to interact with one another and relate to one another well. Let us relate to one another very well in a sense of peace and a sense of understanding and a state of growth and a state of development. Let us be able to uplift and secure stable relationships, stable bonds, stable partnerships, business relationships, marriages. Let us be able to establish greater communities, greater levels of community, greater expanded relationships between cultures, between social castes, between those that are of a different faith, those that are of a different religion, those that are of a different belief system. Let us be able to come together in unity without losing ourselves, without losing our own identity. Let us be able to come together with a sense of unity and a sense of support in a state of brotherhood, sisterhood, and let us work well together for the common good, for the common well-being, so that we may live in harmony amongst one another. Let us not feel that we need to dominate others. Let us not feel that we need to persecute others or step on others in order to get ahead or in order to attain resources for ourselves and for our children, for our family, for our community. Let us not have a poverty mind state. Let us not have a spirit of lack. Let it not be a mind state of lack. Let us understand that God has given to us abundantly and has provided to us very well and has provided us with everything that we need in the earth. And let us work well to prevent those that would snatch and take and maldistribute resources. Let us work well to be obedient so that we may not lack of resources, not lack of water, not lack of food. Let us work well and not actively destroy the earth, not actively destroy the planet, not actively destroy our food sources, not actively destroy our water sources. Let us work well to clean where we can. Let us work well to plant properly, plant sustainably. Let us use energy properly. Let us use energy in a sustainable manner so that we may be able to continue to coexist with one another, coexist with nature in harmony, and not be at odds with nature, not be at odds with God's other creations that live amongst us. Let us walk the path that is gentle, the path of Viwapele. Let us understand very well what it means to walk the path of Viwapele, what it means to walk the path of gentle character. Let us not be caught up in the babble, caught up in the noise, caught up in the side conversations, those that are destructive. Let us not be caught up in the misdeeds of others. Let our hands be diligent. Let us work diligently. Let us have a diligent mind, a diligent spirit, a diligent consciousness so that we may continue to progress and not move backwards. Let us continue to progress. Let us continue to grow. Let us continue to develop. Let us have the light of goodness, the light of truth, the light of calmness, the light of stillness, the light of peace. Let it resonate within us. Let us be able to see. Let us be able to hear the truth of the Creator, Olodumare. Let us be able to hear the truth as we walk through our day, as we walk along our road, as we journey, as we walk into new experiences and new opportunities. Let the rooms be prepared before we walk in that door. Let the atmosphere shift as we move around the planet. Let our enemies be defeated on all sides. Let those that would lie in wait slumber as we pass. Let those that would lie in wait be defeated on all sides. Let us be liberated. Let us move in freedom. Let us move in peace and truth and strength, wisdom and understanding. Let us continue to grow and expand. Let us continue to align very well with the pathway of our greatest and best destiny. Let us align very well with our calling. Let us align very well with our purpose. Let us align very well with the thing that we know is right, the thing that we know is true, the thing that we know is real. Let us align very well. Let us not be misled. Let us not be blinded to the truth. Let us not have a delusion. As we grow, as we seek a deeper, greater opportunity, let the windows of heaven pour out a blessing. Let the windows of heaven open up and pour out goodness, pour out sweetness, pour out prosperity, pour out health, long life, happiness, joy, strength, truth, peace, wisdom, understanding, alignment, spiritual growth, spiritual development. Let us be humble so that we may receive the blessings that the Creator intended for us. Let us not be boastful. Let us not be haughty. Let us not have let us have a spirit of humility as we walk through this world and understand that all power given to us is through us by God, and that the opportunities that we have, that the good things in life that we do have, the good things in life that we attain is given to us, is provided to us, is the opportunities are placed there because of the hand of God working in our lives. Let the challenges not be too thick. Let the challenges not be too heavy. Let the challenges not be too much for us. Let us be able to attain that which is for us. Let it not slip through our hands. Let it not slip through our fingers. Let us be able to accomplish the tasks that have been laid before us. Let us be able to triumph those that would be stumbling blocks, let them be footstools and stepping stones that only assist us along our journey, that only assist us well towards greater growth, higher heights and deeper depths. Let us not be saddened at the spirit of sadness, at the spirit of depression, let these spirits flee. Let it not be, let them not stay, let them not linger. Spirit of grief for those who have passed on, let it not linger around our families, let it not linger around our kin, let it not linger around our own, our children. Let it move on, let it move on and return to where it comes from. Let it not linger and stay. Let us not invite it to stay. Let us not invite death, sadness, heartache. Let us not invite them to stay. Let them return where they came from and let us move forward towards joy, towards happiness, towards peace, towards wisdom, towards prosperity, towards goodness, sweetness, towards joy. As we move forward, let us carry with us those that we love, those that we care for. Let us support them well. Let us pray for them well. Let us watch over them well. Let us continue to create opportunities for them as opportunities have been created for us. Let us assist and support the next generation that is to come. Let us assist and support the next generation as they grow, as they develop. Let us create opportunities for them. And watch over them and put the words of wisdom into their hearts, into their minds, into their spirit, as the same has been done for us. Let us move well along our journey, move well along our pathway, and continue to move calmly, move peacefully, move with the spirit of understanding, move with a spirit of submission to the will of God in our lives. Let us not be distracted by the ways of the world, by the distractions of the world, by the circumstances and consequences that others find themselves in. Let the financial system, let the transition, the collapses, the raised interest rates, the high price mortgages, the high price home costs, let it not be too much for us. Let us be able to find those things that are reasonable. Let us be able to find those things that are feasible. Let us not be locked out of the markets. Let us not be locked out of the financial industry, the financial game, the financial engagement. As we know, we have to navigate this reality. We have to learn and grow. While we're here, we have to continue to build. We have to continue to move forward. So let us not be boxed out. Let the wicked machinations, the wicked intentions of our enemies not prosper. Let their wicked actions, their wicked intentions return upon their doorstep. Let those that would try to deprive us, let those that would try to extract and take away resources from us, let them fail. Let them fail. Let us walk well. Let us walk well. Let us walk well as we grow, as we learn, as we operate and exist. Let our businesses find success. Let us have plenty of business. Let us have plenty of customers. Let us have stable-minded clients and be able to bring future business. Let us do right by our customers, by our clients. Let us do right by those that we engage with in the market. Let us not defraud. Let us not swindle. Let us not hustle. Let us operate with a spirit of purity. Let us operate with a spirit of goodness. Let us operate with a spirit of kindness. Let us operate with a spirit of righteousness. Let us be examples of how to do business. Let us be examples of how to raise children. Let us be examples of how to teach, educate, support. Let us be examples of how to interact with those who are destitute, those who may not have stable housing, those who may not have stable food sources. Let us be an example to others of how to interact and engage with those that may have less than we do. Let us walk well. Let us learn well. Let us grow well. Let us develop well, and let us continue to move with a spirit of peacefulness, a spirit of humility, spirit of humbleness, so that we may continue to receive the blessings as we walk this pathway, continue to receive the light of God as we journey along this road. Let us not be distracted. Let us not be dismayed. Let us not be disheartened. Let us journey well. Let us align with the path that you have called us to. Let us align with the path that you have called us to walk upon. Let us align with the path that is our destiny, that is our greatest and best destiny. Let us not struggle. Let us not have any objection to submitting to the pathway for our lives, submitting to our purpose. Let us walk well in goodness. Let us walk well in truth as we expand more, as we develop more, as we grow more. Let our ties, our bonds be strong enough. Let them not be broken. Let us not be. Let us not fall victim to those who will come to destroy. Let us not fall victim to those that would come to tear apart. Let the international conflicts that we see all around us, let the international conflicts not come to our doorsteps, not come to our homes, not find us. Let those that would be moving in a spirit of conflict, let the spirit of peace cover them. Let the spirit of peace shower down upon them. Let those that are working wickedness in the dark, let the light shine bright, so that their wicked deeds may be known, so that we may be able to defend better, so that we may be able to understand how to move better, how to learn and grow, and how to remain safe and protected in this world, in this environment, regardless of what's going on in the world. Let us be able to navigate. Let us be able to remain prosperous, remain healthy, remain alive, remain in tune. And let us not be pulled out of ourselves. Let us not be pulled out of our pathway of submission. Let us not be pulled out of our road of truth. Let us not be pulled out of our road of learning. Let us learn well. Let us move peacefully. Let us navigate this reality very well. Let us prepare ourselves in the time of peace. Let us prepare ourselves for peace in the time of war. Let us prepare ourselves for war in a time of peace. Let us prepare ourselves so that we may know how to navigate, how to move, how to where to move, where to live, where to grow, where to build, where to retreat, where to relax, where to build bonds, where to develop allies, where to develop kinship bonds, kinship relationships, kinship agreements. Let us find those connections very well. Let us find those connections very well. Let us not be distracted. Let us not be led astray. Let us continue to triumph. Those that would work wickedness, let them be confused. Let them be confounded. Let their focus not be true. Let their focus not be clear. Unsteady their hand while you steady the hand of the diligent. Steady the hand of the diligent. Steady the hand of the righteous. Steady the hand of the pure mind, pure of heart, pure of mind, pure spirit. Let us journey forth to be pure as the stillest of waters, as the cleanest of waters. Let us live, let us learn, let us grow, let us be. Let us move in purity, let us move in truth, let us move in understanding. Let us grow well, let us develop well, let us expand well, let us move well. Let us move with purpose, let us move with vigor, let us move with truth, let us move with strength, let us move with courage. Let us move with courage. Let us move with courage. We see the hand. We see the hand and the light of goodness. We see the hand of God. We see the light of goodness. We see peacefulness continuing to pour down and rain down upon us. We see the joy. We see the abundance. We see increased opportunities. We see unfettered shackles. We see broken shackles. We see progress. We see development. We see spiritual expansion. We see spiritual expansion, spiritual growth on the horizon. Let us be humble enough to receive our blessings. Let them not make a turn at the last minute. Let us stay in tune. Let us stay in alignment. Let our souls be in alignment. Let our hearts be in alignment. Let our spirits be in alignment with truth. Let our spirits be in alignment with growth. Let our spirits be in alignment with love, with peace, with wisdom, with compassion. Let us understand what it means to move through this world with a spirit of compassion, understanding those that are um, in a struggle, in a battle, those that may be suffering. Let us understand what the spirit of compassion is for, so that we may be able to assist them in their recovery, assist them in their healing. In order to do that, let us be able to heal ourselves. Let us be able to know where to go for our spiritual healing, our physical healing, for healing of our mind, body, soul, spirit. Let us not be left without a guide. Let us not be left with let us not be left without a balm. Let us walk well and be diligent. Let us worship well and be diligent. Clear our hearts, clear our minds, clear our spirit, clear our consciousness, clear the pathway that is before us, clear the pathway that is before us, clear the pathway that is before us. We pray now for our leaders, our spiritual leaders, our political leaders, so that they may make the right decisions, so that they may make decisions that are beneficial. Let them restore, repair, that reparations be made, so that rebalance can occur, and redress can be complete, or at least started. Let us initialize our acts of forgiveness towards one another. Let us not be afraid to forgive. Let us not be afraid to care again, to love again, to serve again. Let us not be afraid to serve with a spirit of kindness, to serve our destiny with a spirit of submission. Let us not be afraid to submit. Let us not be afraid to submit to the will of God in our lives. Let us not be afraid to submit. Let us not be afraid to open our mouths. Let us open our mouths. Let us not be silent politically. Let us not be silent spiritually. Let us not be silent in our communities. Let us speak well. Let us speak well and identify the corruption so that it can be removed, so that it can be chastised, so that it can be excommunicated. Let those that would destroy the community, let them be removed, let them be identified, so that they may be humbled, so that they may learn the error in their ways, the error in their actions, so that they may know how to properly operate within a community. Let our lessons not be too harsh. Let the lessons for our own moment, the lessons for those that lack guidance, that lack structure, not be too harsh. God knows what they need. I understand that God knows what they need in order to find correction. Let them be able to find it without a harsh punishment. Let them be able to find it and submit to it, so that our communities can be peaceful again, so that we can be peaceful, so that we can have a better relationship, so that we can connect well and work well together with a spirit of unity. Let the enemies be defeated. Let the enemies be defeated, and let the pathway forward be open and clear. Let us be able to meet again. Let us be able to come together again, and be able to come together again to draw our minds together, draw our minds in, collaborate with a spirit of unity and a spirit of prayer and a spirit of divine consciousness. Let us learn well. Let us live well. Let us be well. Let us establish well our presence in this reality, and be obedient to our destiny. Let our day be well. Let our journey be safe. Let our travel be protected. These things we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Give thanks for you joining us again this week for the Pray Without Ceasing podcast. I give thanks for another opportunity. I give thanks for your kindness, your support. I give thanks for the prayers. We know we need more prayer. We know we need more togetherness. We know we need more compassion. We know we need more support. So let us continue to support one another. Let us continue to pray for one another. Let us continue to care for one another. For donations for the podcast, for donations towards the ministry, you can go to atopchurch.org, atopchurch.org, and give there so that we may continue to come together and share our prayers, share support for one another, and share our spirit of togetherness. All right. Take care. We'll see you next week.